Hello, all you coin collectors out there, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we're going to take a look at some Kennedy half dollars, and these are ones that I went to my bank and got. They're 1988. The problem with getting them from the bank is the bank had to order them, and they had to order them in $250 groups, so that I ended up saving up, getting $250 worth of these half dollars, and I went through all of them, and I found about 25 that I wanted to save. And what I do usually is I go through and I'll find all the P's and D's for each year if I don't have them, and then I'll find the ones that are in best condition. And best condition would be a good way to describe this one right here and this one here. But this Philadelphia Mint 1988, and you can just see the colors on there. And if we get this light right, you can actually see the pen in here. Yeah, see the pen and the colors of it. So this is just a great condition coin here. It's probably extra fine or somewhere in that range. You can see the P here for Philadelphia. It says Liberty at the top, In God We Trust here, in 1988 here. Now I ended up keeping about 25 of these half dollars and took the rest of them back and just put them back in the money back in my bank account. And they'll let you do that once in a while. It costs them a little money to get the halves, so they don't like you to do it a lot. But if you look at this, there's some little scratches there, but this is just a beautiful. And then we hit the back, and we see this is a Frank Gasparo design. There's a FG right there at the top of my pen, and I'll magnify that a little bit. So there's the FG right there for Frank Gasparo. Now, many of you know Frank Gasparo because he is the one that did the Eisenhower dollar. And that, this is the Eisenhower dollar is so big you got to lower the magnification. There's the 72 Eisenhower dollar, and look at the back of this baby. That's the eagle landing on the moon, and the kind of the Apollo launch commemorative in a sense. There's the eagle, there's the moon, there's the earth over his shoulder, United States of America. And way down here we see an FG, Frank Gasparo, same FG here for Frank Gasparo. And we see the eagle with olives branches in one claw, 13 arrows in the other. We see a banner, E pluribus unum, and the eagle is actually holding on that banner with its beak. It reminds me a little bit of the Mexican peso coins where they're holding a snake. United States of America at the top, half dollar at the bottom, and then this is the D. If we put the P and the D together, D is for, of course, the Denver Mint, and we see that it's not quite as fine condition a coin, but it's still pretty darn good. And so if we can get the light a little bit better than that, I'm going to just turn this light off and work with this one. A little bit better than that, you can see that there's a D here and a P here. And see, you can definitely see the difference between the D and the P. Sometimes when they get a little bit worn, they start to look like each other, but that's definitely a P and that's definitely a D there. And if we look way, way underneath, we see the GR here, and that's GR, the designer of the front or engraver of the front, or both, Gilroy Roberts here, and it's a G entwined with an R. Some people think it reminds them of the hammer and sickle, but it doesn't. If you get a good look at it, you can see the G and the L pretty good, like right there. So, at the Denver Mint in 1988, they made 12 million, and at the Philadelphia Mint, they made 13.6 million. This Philadelphia one, because the condition's probably extra fine, it might be worth $1.50 to $2. The Denver Mint one, maybe it's worth $1. These are not extremely valuable coins just because the amount of them that were made, and the fact that it's just hard to carry half dollars in your pocket. So a lot of people saved a lot of them, and so they're all around. But again, we're talking about a 31-year-old coin here, and it just looks beautiful. I don't know how many of you know that they still produce the US half dollars. So here's a 2018 version of the half dollar. And in order to get a 2018 or 2019 modern version, you actually have to get them from the US Mint or somebody who can get them from the US Mint. And you order them from the US Mint, and they come uncirculated, but they're not proof. So you can see this one has like little slight scratches on it. But it still looks pretty darn good. And it has great coloring. You don't want to touch it with a pen. 2018, same exact stuff. We see there's a P down here, And if we flip it over, we see that it has the same exact reverse as the coin. So this one is 30 years older than this one, and this one is obviously in great shape. It's really uncirculated, but they put them in bags and they send them out and sell them, or they put them in coin holders, coin rolls, and sell them to you. So they do not count as uncirculated. They're made for general circulation. They're just not circulated. They are sold to collectors like you and me, or like you and mine and your coin dealers, where we can buy a few of them. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Look for these Kennedy halves. Try to look for the earlier ones. The earlier they are, the more valuable. But if you ever find one that has this kind of shine on it, keep it, because even though this is a circulated one, you just don't see many that you can get the colors and the shine out of, and that's what you look for. Have a great day from DC Coin World International Coin Channel.